Right, we're not going Disney, Anne. Get dressed. Afterwards.
We're just about to take Anna to work. Andy isn't really responding well to this whole work on Thursday, work at 7 o'clock. He's not really experienced either of these things before. Hello folks and welcome to today's vlog. Today's vlog is going to be the best example yet since the kids have gone back to school of life going back to normal, because we're up to the most mundane list of errands any two people have ever gone on. We need to go to the post. We both need to go to the post office for separate reasons. We need to go to two different pharmacies, and then Anna needs to go to a shop to buy a carpet cleaner. Does that sound right?
It's a manual rolly brush thing.
We don't even have carpet. We don't have carpet, why do we want a hoover?
Yes, we do.
It's very confusing. But yeah, we're on the way to the post office now. When we got in the car, I announced summer was back. Now we've made it to the little row of shops. It seems all overcast and windy and cold again. So summer wasn't back for long, but fingers crossed there is still the opportunity for a little bit of sunshine here and there. Task one, post office, complete. Where are we going now? The original factory shop for Anna to buy some kind of cleaning equipment that I don't really understand. A manual hoover or something you were saying.
Oh, stop.
It's very confusing. No joy in there. They didn't have the mop things in. I suspect it's because they don't exist.
Well, they do. They put the fruit through the door, so I suggest they have them installed.
They don't exist.
So no clean carpet.
Oh no, what will we do? We've got a carpet cleaner.
That's not a hoover.
I don't understand. We're really taking advantage of all the local shops today. We've been to the pet shop to get Dave something for his ears because he's got gunky ears, but the pet shop reckon it'll fix it. We've been to the butcher's because lunch. Now for the pharmacy. We're really getting our money's worth on this little row of shops. It's excellent stuff. And now, because nothing can ever be completely straightforward, we're finished in the little row of shops there, but despite being registered with the same GPs, me and Andy's repeat prescriptions get sent to different pharmacies, so mine's picked up. We now have to go all the way to the health centre to pick his up. I don't know why they get sent to different places, but whenever we question it, they just look at us confused as if, of course, it's done that way. Anna's just done a health check thing in the pharmacy as well. She's annoying. How old are you actually? Oh, so you are 34 and your heart age is 34 and your blood pressure is low. I don't get it. It's in my head we're as unhealthy as each other, but we're really not, because I've got all the health problems. It's not good. So that's Andy's big bag of meds sorted as well. It's only that big because he doesn't take loads of medication. It's got his fluoxetine and his vitamin powders in there as well. We don't get the vitamin powder very often because it lasts forever. We've got two massive tubs of it in there, like the size of baby formula tins. Last job before we finally get to go home is, as ever, a trip to Tesco. And I'm back home. Don't worry, the rest of the vlog's not out here, but I am just about to do an interview for a podcast. If it exists by the time this vlog comes out, I'll link to it down in the description. If not, I'll let you know when it exists. What is making all that noise? My fan. Podcast time. Right, podcast recorded. It should be out now. I am told it will be out within the hour for me now. So it's the YouTube Creators Hub podcast. You should be able to get it on iTunes. And yeah, it was a nice, long, in-depth chat about all the changes to child content on YouTube that came in last week. I made a video on it before. If you found that video interesting and want to hear me go even deeper into it, that podcast is the place to hear exactly that. I now have about an hour of work time left before Andy's home from school. Anna is at work tonight because she's trying to avoid the fact that her new video game doesn't arrive until tomorrow, so she's doing a little bit of overtime at work. So I need to get my work done before Andy gets here, which means I better get on with it.
Watch Cash in the Attic.
As you can see, Andy's home watching Cash in the Attic. Apparently this has led to some big arguments while I was outside.
At Nottingham.
What's happening?
2011.
You're watching 2011, are you?
Cash in the Attic in Nottingham.
I see. But apparently he was arguing with Anna for about half an hour over the episode number. We had a little bit of this on Tuesday.
Yes.
If he continues to argue with us because we're putting the wrong one on. No, this is the only one you're watching. It's becoming too much of an obsession and he's getting too angry about it. So if he carries on, he just won't get to watch it at all anymore. So he can watch this one, and then it's going off.
Yeah.
Anna hasn't gone to work yet. She doesn't start until 7. I know I said earlier she was going to work, but 7 o'clock she starts. You've had some good news about your game, haven't you? What time?
Thank you, Mayo.
7 and 11.
Well done.
I know you were excited.
Well done, Mr. Wu. You're super.
I just want to go to bed now.
You're shouting a lot. What's the matter?
More cash in the attic?
No, you were watching this one. He's really, really full on today. This is going to be a fun evening. Are you sure you have to work?
But we're not going to Disneyland. Get dressed. Afterwards.
We're just about to take Anna to work. Andy isn't really responding well to this whole work on Thursday, work at 7 o'clock. He's not really experienced either of these things before.
Walk.
You ain't gonna walk there. You ain't gonna get there in time if you walk. He's refusing to get his clothes back on and now insisting that he has a poo before he does. Anna starts work in... You've got 18 minutes. He's got time to quickly use the toilet and get changed. I don't think you've got time to walk there. He doesn't want to do this, but we have been telling him. Yeah, we told him yesterday he was doing this. We have been telling him, preparing him all evening for the fact that he had to put his clothes back on, go back out again quickly to drop Anna at work. And he has been agreeing to it, but as it's just got to that moment and we've now got to go, he's got a grumpy on. Andy, come on, we've got to go.
It's got 5 minutes.
You got your clothes on?
Yeah.
Excellent. You need to get your shoes on as well then. Well, I went to the nuclear option and told him if he didn't get dressed I'd take his laptop off him, which means he is now ready. But he's ready too early. So we're now trying to convince him to take 5 minutes on it. Because Anna doesn't want to get there 15 minutes early, because you'll end up starting work 15 minutes early. And that will never do. So we'll go in a minute. What time is it? Loads of time. Well, we've made it. We're a little early because he insisted he walked out of the house, got in the car and insisted we went immediately. No, there's no Friendly's Eyes today. Friendly's Eyes will be Monday now.
You should show everyone your giraffe,
now.
Kevin.
Oh yeah, we got this earlier.
No, he got
in
it.
the pharmacy. Well, when we were in the pharmacy picking stuff up, I just picked this up and said, look, it's my little friend, the giraffe. And then put him back and was just going to leave him there. And Anna said, you have to get him now. You've said he's your friend. Yeah. You'll never see him again if you don't buy him now. And she guilted me into spending £2.75 on him. He doesn't even have a name.
Charlie.
No, Charlie is a dead cat's name.
Ty.
Oh, it's Mabs. There you go, he does have a name. Mabs, my birthday is July the 28th. So his birthday, 18 days after mine. Right, Mabs, you can sit over there with Jean. This is Jean. Jean sits in the front window of the car because then when I park the car places, I just have to look for Jean. It's a very efficient system.
Shiny car, we look for yellow.
Everyone's got a grey family car. No one else has got a Jean in it. Jean and Mabs, that's who we look for now. You're going to work, come on, be away with you. You start in like 3 minutes.
My game should be with me in the next 13 hours. No.
If it comes.
16 hours.
If it comes.
I have to get home first.
If it comes.
It will come.
We'll see. Right, bye-bye Anna.
Bye.
Well, we're back home. That was only a 10-minute detour to our day, but it's safe to say he really didn't care for that disruption to his normal routine. Was going through all of the excuses in the book to try and get out of it, going to the toilet where he didn't really need to go, refusing to get dressed, then trying to rush it through and get it over really quickly. It's all really typical stuff that he does when he doesn't want to do something, but it's done now. Unfortunately, because Amy's not here to watch Andy, we're not watching Challenge. Because Amy's not here to watch Andy when Anna finishes, because usually what happens on Tuesday, Amy watches Andy for 5 minutes, riding it back and pick Anna up from work. If we don't do that, if Amy's not here, or if there's someone to give her a lift home, she usually gets a lift home. But because it's not her usual shift, and there's no one else there who drives, she's going to have to walk home in the dark, which she doesn't really care for, and I don't particularly like her doing, because she either has to walk a really long way around main roads, or go down a dark alley on her own in the dark, and neither of those are ideal, but can't exactly leave him here on his own, as he's just demonstrated. If it's something out of the ordinary, he doesn't respond to it very well at all. Well, I'm going to officially credit this one to Minecraft Comes to the Rescue. He was just really agitated. He didn't like the fact that we changed his routine around, so we came back and we built a powered rail line in my mine shaft in Minecraft, so you can now go up and down it. We went up and down it a few times. He was having fun. I couldn't really film because it was just me and him playing together, and there wasn't really an opportunity to film. But he wasn't actually playing, but he was watching me send my little character up and down this basically train ride going down into the ground, and he really enjoyed watching it. So he's gone to bed now. Anna's back home from working like an hour and a half. It's such a short shift, only 3 hours. She literally has taken this shift just so she doesn't have to sit here thinking about the fact her game is arriving in the morning. She's just mad. But yeah, we'll call it there on today's vlog. If you have enjoyed it, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for us. Subscribe to the channel for more daily vlogs, and thank you very much for watching.